Wow. I'm sensing such a good energy on this collective right now. Um, if this was meant to find you, I mean, the energy is undeniable. You're stepping into a new state of joy, a state of knowing that this is your season, and you can just sink into the knowing of that. I'm feeling a really confident undertone, but I want to make it an overtone, right? I want to, with this reading, with what I hear from spirit, just pour into the fact that you are on the up and up. On the up and up. Sorry if that's like, or not sorry, but doesn't that seem like a little old-timey? Like, isn't that goofy? I can't wait to see how this is unfold, how this like reading is going to unfold. Because again, I'm just getting this like sensation that you've been like pouring into yourself. That fell on the floor, but I'm gonna get it. I just like to see like how fast did the cards want to come out. Let's get that first card. No matter what deck I use in these readings recently, this card has been coming out because this Four of Swords energy, it's very intuitive. It's very you getting into a state of not like hibernation, it's rest. It's just ever present, as much as you need it, as little as you need it, medium. Just you stepping into what it means to have a restful existence. You're not in fight or flight anymore. I'm really hearing that so strong. Fight or flight is gone for you. You're not stressing about the little things. You're not stressing about the big things, babe. Because if it's another day and you get to wake up and take a breath of fresh air, things are gonna work out because they literally have to. They have to. It doesn't matter what the condition is. I think we get so caught up in the details. I'm hearing that you're not concerned with you're not considered about you're not worried about the how anymore. You're not too concerned about the how. How is just how. And like the thing is, when we get so wrapped up in the how, it's impossible to rest. Or not impossible, but rest isn't real rest. You're just kind of like, well, I don't know, it does feel like an impossibility that way. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. That's good. I did like a caramel coconut. It tastes like a Samoa cookie in my tea. Got a little simple syrup. The small things in life, you know, that's what I'm hearing. Because rest is not about stressing about the big or little things, turning small things into big things, trying to reduce big things into small things because it's so overwhelming. That's fight or flight. With rest, small things are beautiful. Big, scary things, also beautiful. Everything is about beauty. And I'm hearing, I'm gonna go ahead and get our past, present, future going in these cards. But in the meantime, like, I'm just hearing so strong, 333, as I started to say that like, you're just appreciating the beauty of everything of everyday life. Because that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it romantic, romanticizing. That's all people mean when they're saying that they're gonna romanticize something. They're just saying, I want to see the love in this. I want to see the beauty in this. I want to feel like things are in a good feeling state. And that's a law of attraction. Like, I hate to go back to basics, but sometimes life feels overwhelming because we're going back to basics. And that's what I'm feeling with this collective, is you've really, really, really been working on that specifically recently. I kind of love that for you. I don't kind of love that for you. I really love that for you. It's like cards don't really want to drop out. As soon as you say that, it always goes that way. Okay. So, in our current energy, we have Page of Swords energy. So going from this resting state of like, not hibernation, I keep wanting to say hibernation, but really, I really am like bell hooks coded. I like to use words correctly. Every word has a world within it of connotation. But yeah, this is not hibernation. This is an indefinite state of rest, not death, not demise, rest, calm, serenity, peace, sovereignty. It's not just in your past energy, it's the past standard that was set to carry through the rest of what you want. And then we have, I'm about to throw things around, start juggling the cards. That would be cool if I could do that. Shaking the whole table as well. Confirmation. It was a confirmation shimmy. In the current energy, we have Page of Swords. Now my friend Page of Swords, he's interesting. He's just interesting to me. There's gonna be a state, that's where you are in the current energy. You're communicating to yourself, source, spirit, the readings you've been getting, everything you've been seeing, all the signs you've been seeing are lining up with your own intuition, confirming that you're on the right path. So I'm getting don't second guess. Don't second guess if you're doing the right thing. Are you doing it the right way? Are you doing it at the same time or at the right time? That's getting back into the how. We don't want to get back into the how because we want to protect your beautiful, precious, lovely state of that resting energy. That was the past standard that's been set. We're carrying it through. And we're carrying it through with this intuitive sword energy, this like air communication on top of intuition. Like that is such a confirming card for me. I mean, pages are supposed to be like messengers. They're getting information from here to there to make sure that you're on the path. And I'm hearing this is you, but this is also the people in your life are communicating exactly what you need to know. Use your own intuition with what you're hearing. And if something sounds like it means a certain way, go to revisit your own intuition and just let your intuition be your confirmation. That's what I'm hearing. Let your intuition be your confirmation. So I'm like so touchy with my hair because it's time for a retwist. It's time for a re-everything. Okay? It's serious. But I've been resting and I do my hair myself. So, but yeah, blah, 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 blah. Literally talking about hair. My collective isn't gonna care. My collective is gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's one of the girls. She does what she has to do. But yeah. What an incredible pairing we have in our future energy. We have the Star and the High Priestess. So an extension of this intuition, you're just going with it. It's your own, your energy, your way is your wand. You're stepping into embodiment. You don't really have to check up with someone else on something to see if it's the right thing. You're not texting the group chat, texting people. You might console, I'm hearing, you might console a parent figure or your mother or an older mentor, but that's all I'm getting at this time. You're not hopping all around, you're not in a uncertain energy. You're in an intuitive, purposeful, knowing energy, and you're just manifesting. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And with the High Priestess ruling over our twos, we're talking about balance. So we're talking about balancing things. And I just think that she's the queen of that. And I know that she's the queen of that. And I know you're the queen of that. And that's a genderless statement. Like queen energy that I feel is all about, like anytime you see a woman on a throne, I'm thinking of someone she's been put in a place of power because the way that she nurtures, the way that her intuition is just so spot on. She's earned that throne. And that's like what I get like with High Priestess energy. No one can deny her power. And I'm getting that about you. No one can deny your power. You're just so spot on. I mean, if you're not a woman, like people are like blown away, like, wow, this guy is like so wise. It's giving wizard energy. And then clarifying that, we get the Star. So we're about to be recognized You're about to be recognized for all of this. If fame has called to you, I'm hearing that very, very, very strong. I'm seeing you come out of the darkness more so overall into the light, because I feel like a lot of people are going to resonate with this collective, but this is for also a very intentional group of people. This is not for people who've been fooling around, doing this and that. This is the people, they've been putting it in the work. You've been resting, you've been trusting your intuition and doing you, communicating with all sources where you might need to receive information that fuels your intuition. And in this future energy, I'm hearing really, really soon future energy. You're just stepping into this inner knowing and you're rolling with it, and nothing is about to knock you off that path, because soon after you're getting recognized for your gifts and talents. You're getting recognized for your intuition. You're getting recognized for how you're moving in work. You're getting recognized by your friends, family, romantic partners, and interests. Whatever it is that you've been really, really resting to make sure that you protect, I'm getting very, very strongly. It all pans out very, very well. Okay? So I just want you to take a look at the star, because she's in a vulnerable state. She's one of the only people that we see who is not clothed in the cards. But she is just in nature, embracing her natural state. That is such an important symbol with the star. With the star, she's in a vulnerable, or she, he, whomever, they're in a very vulnerable state. But look at all the beauty that surrounds them in nature. It's a very natural, getting into the true you type of energy, right? And with it being an 8 card, I mean, it doesn't, you know, we add up the numbers in tarot. So with this being 17, 1 plus 7 equals 8. You have 8 stars depicted in this card. And I'm also getting that your spirit guides and people that you've met in the past, they come back to affirm you in times that you need. So sometimes it's not the person that you might want to talk to who you're going to for counsel if you're having trouble with your intuition, even though I'm not getting that in the cards at all. What I'm getting is that in moments where you are like in a little bit of turmoil, someone who you really need to hear from very quickly is like, what's going on, girl? Like, oh, do we need to go for a chat? Do we need to go for a coffee? Do we need to, like, what are you feeling right now? Like, what's going on? Is it like, are you good? And then they're affirming, they're like, okay, well, you've always gotten through stuff like this. Or they're very intuitive too, and they know you well. People who know you well are gonna be the only people who you need to hear from as far as like what to do. Like, you're taking discerned advice. You're dipping into your spirituality, you're dipping into the things that you believe in, whether it's a religion, whether it's metaphysical things, all of those, or if it's multiple of those things in tandem, like this is an energy where you're very spiritually aligned. Do not second guess yourself. You've got this. I adore you. If you're watching this, you're my fellow human, you're my fellow dove, my fellow love. I respect. I'm getting this like overwhelming sensation of needing to be like, I respect the type of person that you are. I really appreciate the fact that you keep going every day, even though it's hard, even though the thoughts are heavy, even though you have a lot that you want to achieve and you think that it's very, very big and it's a lot, it's overwhelming. You keep going, you're still here, and you're still here at the end of this video watching this. So that's the end of your message. I hope we can be pals. Follow along on this channel if you want to be pals, if you like this reading, if you like the go-getter energy. That's my collective, is girls who are, I always say girls, but I feel like because I'm a girl, I see that energy in everyone. Like, I'm just really feminine, but like, you're a person who has boss energy. Maybe because you're kind, or maybe because you are very feminine, you think people might take that for weakness, but that's not the vibe. That's not the vibe. That's going to be overpowered by your intuition, by the way that you do things with integrity, with discernment. I'm hearing. So I respect that. I respect you, hun. I thought I heard an ice cream truck. I do. That means it's time for me to go. Have a good day.